Hello everyone, and today we are ranking every pre-Hardmode boss in Terraria from worst to best. Let's go down the list and start the video. This may be a Terraria hot take, but I dislike Deerclops. Its attacks get boring and repetitive. It's easier just to sit in a corner and tank it rather than actively avoiding its attacks. They may seem easy, but I would rather fight the Eye of Cthulhu or King Slime more than Deerclops. I do really like the antlers and the fact it's a boss themed around a deer. They're really cool animals, though the big eye kind of counters that for me. Remember that this is just my opinion, guys, so for that, Deerclops goes on the number 8 spot. This boss is summoned with the deer thing. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the Eye of Cthulhu, especially its design in Phase 2, but overall it isn't as unique as the other bosses of the game, such as Eater of Worlds or Brain of Cthulhu. It's pretty much a worse version of Queen Bee, just swings around here and there, summoning demon eyes at the same time. The design is very iconic, and you can immediately guess that this is from Terraria. This earns the Eye of Cthulhu the number 7 spot on our list. This boss is summoned with the suspicious looking eye. So, the Queen Bee boss fight happened to be a pretty forgettable fight for me. Basically just a more powerful version of the Eye of Cthulhu. It does deserve some credit for design. Big bee that's shaped like a giant machine gun. Also, lots and lots of bees. I do love the beehive it resides in though. The honey is very useful with fighting when it comes to regeneration. This boss is summoned with the Abeemination. If you are liking the video so far, make sure to like and subscribe. It's free and you can unsubscribe at any time. Also check out my other videos with more Terraria videos on the way. The King Slime is a very easy boss and doesn't do very much, but one of his unique abilities is sinking into the ground and warping to your location on command. He does drop the solidifier, so that's a plus. You are also able to get the ninja armor set. King Slime isn't the best boss by no means, but it's definitely iconic and easily one of the coolest looking bosses by far. If you were to ask a non-Terraria player what this boss was from, they would immediately assume it's from Terraria. This boss is a slower but better version Eye of Cthulhu and Queen Bee. The creepers protect the brain until all of them are defeated. Once defeated, the brain will enter its second phase and reveals the heart of the brain. Yeah, the heart of the brain. I enjoy this fight a lot more than both the Eye of Cthulhu and Queen Bee. I would have put this boss higher if it had more of a gimmick, like the Eater of Worlds. The corruption enemies just look cooler than the Crimson, to be honest. The point is, it could have been better. The Brain of Cthulhu earns the 4th spot on our list. The Eater of Worlds is one of my favorite pre-Hardmode bosses in Terraria due to the fact it has a neat mechanic that isn't recycled. Other than its mechanical counterpart, of course. I do like how the boss splits into multiple parts when you fight it, creating more of a challenge. The design is really cool. Big world-eating worm that resides in the corruption. Yeah. And careful using explosives when digging, because you might summon the Eater of Worlds by accident by breaking the shadow orbs. So, yeah. The Eater of Worlds is a pretty neat boss, and it makes up into the top 3 pre-Hardmode bosses in Terraria, in my own opinion, of course. Eater of World gets the number 3 spot on our list. This boss is also summoned with the worm food. Skeletron is a really fun boss fight because of all the physics. I always loved messing around with ragdolls in Gary's Mod and other games like that. Just so satisfying. It basically flings itself around the area and just swoops on down to get to you. Luckily, if you have good enough armor, you can take it down easily. Skulls in general look pretty cool, and I can't wait to fight Skeletron Prime. So, yeah, very unique boss, and it just kind of has a cool fluid range of motion, if you know what I mean. So, bonus points for that, I guess. There isn't that much to say about Skeletron other than that. So, this earns Skeletron the number 2 spot, and we are now left with our final pre-Hardmode boss left to rank. The Wall of Flesh is just the perfect final battle in pre-Hardmode. First, you are faced with the Hungry, the little mouths coming from the Wall of Flesh and are trying to eat you. So make sure you defend yourself and keep moving, because this wall will go and hunt you down all the way through the underworld. The Wall of Flesh just has the perfect design and reminds me of that one speeding wall game on Roblox. This wall is really creepy, but I always found that stuff cool, so when fighting the Wall of Flesh, you can never really stand still, so make sure you keep on moving and using a ranged weapon of sorts. But those are all the reasons why I love the Wall of Flesh above any other pre-hard mode boss. Granting the Wall of Flesh first place on my ranking, and the Wall of Flesh can also be summoned by dropping a voodoo doll into the lava, or other methods. I hope all of you enjoyed this ranking video and look forward to more Terraria videos releasing soon. Let me know in the comments what videos you want to see next, and remember to like and subscribe. I want to take a moment to thank you all for 3 whole years of my channel. I hope all of you have a wonderful day. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.